Today we're going to do a band circuit. So if you have you can do everything with a weight, but if you have a band, it's a little bit more fun. Morning, Don. So yeah, everything we're doing this morning you can do with a weight, but we're going to do it with a band. The plan is to do it with a band. The one thing that we'll just have to make one change: if you don't have a band, the lateral walks won't work. But so what we're doing is all morning is going to be 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. And so a few of these things, it's basically like 20 seconds aside and then 20 seconds rest. So if you have a band, that's what we're going to use today. If you don't have a band, no problem. You can use a weight. First one is a split squat. And so what we do with this, or I guess I should say, if you don't have the correct band, right? So if it's just not working with the band, it's not hard enough where it's too hard, feel free to use a weight for this instead, or just body weight. All right, so for the split squat, this is a special kind of fun because there's always tension. So even at the top, there's really not much rest. So what you'll do is you'll put the band under your front foot, and from there you're just going up and down, working up and down. So you'll lose a lot of tension at the bottom, but then as you're pushing up, you're gaining more tension as you push up. All right, so we'll go 20 seconds on one side, then we'll switch and do 20 seconds on the other side. Remember, that band is going to be underneath your front foot. Okay, so that's the first one. Second one is a wide stance row. So we'll put your feet in the band and put your feet wide. So we're stretching the band out on the floor like that. Push your hips back so we're hinging over, right? This shouldn't be rounding over. We're thinking just like you were going to do a deadlift. So you want your back nice and flat. And then you can either grab one or both, depending on how heavy your band is. And then we're just pulling that band up to your belly button, pulling the back of your elbows up to the ceiling. So that's the wide stance row. You can do the exact same stuff with weights. If you have one weight or two, you're just pulling in like this. If you have one weight and you want to do 20 seconds aside, you can do that. Third one, lateral walk. So I'll show you the lateral walk, but then if you don't have a band, I'll show you the variation for that. So you'll step on the band and then give it a twist so it makes the letter X in the middle. And from there, we're stepping out to the side. So we're just going to go for 40 seconds. Go within whatever space you have available. The one thing we don't want there is your upper body waving around as you do this. So we want upper body nice and quiet. Your hips are doing the work. All right. If you don't have a band, we'll have to do like a side bridge press or a straight leg raise, a side like leg raise. So we're laying down on your side here. You'll turn your toe down and you'll go here for 20 seconds and then roll over to the other side. Or you can do the side bridge press. You're pressing your leg down into the floor and lifting your hips up. We've already done those this week though, so may want to do the leg raise. All right, squat to press. You're gonna step on the band with your heel first and bring it up to like shoulder level. And then you're gonna squat down and press up. Squat down and press up. You go 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other. Just make sure that comes up the back of your body. If you try to step on it with your toe, it may not work as well. It'll just be kind of in the way. Last one, SLDL. You hold on to the band, step on it, like step on the whole thing, almost exactly like the split squat, but instead of your foot being out in front of you, this leg's gonna be under you, and it pulls you down, and we stand back up. Okay, so all pretty simple there. Let's go ahead and we'll take 2 minutes to either finish up rolling or get rolling. So if you have a foam roller, break that out. If you have a tennis ball or a baseball, use that as well. I'm just going to give my hips a quick roll here. We'll do the self-guided tour today. basically whatever feels sore or tight, you put the roller on it and give it a roll. It's usually a good bet to work your hips, front of your thighs, especially like if you have knee pain, that kind of stuff. A lot of that can come from your hips and like quad tightness and stuff. So rolling the front of your legs is probably going to be beneficial. Big bang for your buck by sitting on top of the roller and by rolling the front of your quads. We'll take one more minute here. So right now you're rolling or kind of massaging or kneading whatever is whatever feels sore. And good. So from there, let's take a knee. We're going to do a two-way hip flexor stretch. So we take a knee and we'll push forward. Remember, we want your tailbone tucked under here. You shouldn't have to push forward too far to get a stretch. So we push here and we step out to the side, push that knee forward. Should get a little bit more of a groin stretch on this side. So let's just cycle between the two. And let's switch sides. Checking in, making sure you're keeping your tailbone tucked down. You're always pushing your knee out over your toes while you face the same direction. And good. From there, we'll whatever knee is in front, we'll keep it there. And you can use your roller here if you need to. We're just going to get a hamstring stretch. So we drop that back heel down towards the floor. Try to straighten your front leg. Really trying to keep your back as flat as possible. So however much you need to elevate your hands to get this stretch, we want to do that. Shouldn't feel like hunched over or looking backwards. Should be looking right at the floor in front of you. Pulling that chin back into a double chin. Getting a stretch under your front leg and letting your heel drop for a calf stretch on the back leg. Go ahead and take your knee to the floor. We'll switch sides. Other foot's coming up in front. Straighten that front leg, drop your back heel. Again, really trying to push your chest away from the floor, pull your shoulder blades down, chin's tucked back into like a double chin. So you think of a nice straight line from the back of your head all the way down to your tailbone. And good. Let's go to a push-up position. And we're going to push up, like push your hips up into kind of a downward facing dog. And we're going to take your left hand and reach over and tap your right ankle. So back to a push-up position. Hips up, right hand to left ankle. Push-up position. Okay, so we're just pushing through here. We'll alternate sides. Reaching to the outside of your opposite ankle. Should be feeling a shoulder warm up here. Extra stretch down the back side. And finally from here, let's walk your hands into your feet. And go ahead and stand. All right, so do some double duty here. We're gonna grab this leg, pull up for a stretch in the outside of your hip. So we're kind of pulling up and across. And then from there, we're gonna step out to the side for a lateral lunge. Come back up. So we'll go for time here. Don't worry about the reps. If you're getting a good stretch or you have a good balance, and hold that knee for as long as you feel like you want to or need to. About 10 more seconds. And good, let's switch sides. So again, you're gonna support your knee and then pull your ankle across. As you get into that lunge, you should also feel a groin stretch. Ten more seconds. And good, relax. All right, we're gonna do some reverse lunges, so we'll step back and rotate toward your forward leg. Stepping back, rotate in, come back up. Let's do the same side for 20 seconds here. So step back, rotate with your upper body, come back. So you can either do that rotation with your knee on or off the ground. Five seconds. And rest. Let's go to the other side. So we're just getting through a range of motion here, getting things warmed up. Five more seconds. And relax. Okay. So, like I said, we'll get started. I'm not sure when Don popped in, but band circuit today, so grab your band. We're gonna do split squats, 20 seconds each side for a total of 40 seconds. And then we'll rest for 20 to get into the row. All right, so let's get started in 5 seconds. Stepping on that band, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Band is gonna be under your front foot. So we can go with some speed here. You should get a pretty good muscle burn as you do this. And switch sides. And rest. We want to look for like 12 to 14 reps there within the 20 seconds. All right, feet are going in the band, standing with your feet wide. So you can adjust the resistance here as you need to. The closer your feet are, the easier it'll be. 40 seconds, here we go. Grabbing that band with an overhand grip. So your palms should be facing back between your legs. Shouldn't feel any back fatigue with this. You want your hips to be doing the work. Halfway there if you're using one hand. Ten seconds left. Really making sure you're pulling shoulders back and down. And rest. Lateral walks are next. Not sure if I mentioned, but we're going to go through the circuit 4 times. So we got 20 minutes of work total. All right, 3, 2, 1, and lateral walks. Here we go. Just using whatever space you have. Don't let your feet come close together so you won't step all the way in. Feet together, because then you'll lose all of your band and you won't have anywhere to go. 20 seconds left. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Squat to press is next. We'll do 20 seconds each arm. So remember, you're going to put that band down close to the ground and then put your heel on top of it. So it's coming up your backside. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and here we go. Squatting down, pressing up. Again, if this doesn't work for you with the band, you can do the exact same thing with one weight. 3 seconds to switch. 2, 1, switch sides. Three seconds. 2, 1, rest. Last one, SLDL, you're going to put this under your front foot, holding both sides of the band. Three seconds. 2, 1, and here we go. Whatever range of motion works for you. I'd rather see good form with less range of motion. Five seconds left on this side. Switch sides. Make sure that back toe is pointing down at the ground, not out to the side. Three, 2, 1, and rest. All right, that's round one. We're going back up to the top for the split squat. All right, in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Shouldn't be relying too much on that back leg. Switch sides. Three seconds. 2, 1, rest. Wide stance row is next. And here we go. Palms facing back behind you. You can grab one or both of the bands. Twenty seconds down, 20 seconds to go. Five seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Getting ready for the lateral walks. 5 seconds. And here we go. By crossing the band, you just kind of keep it inside of your knees, which is what we want. We definitely want the band inside your knees rather than having your knees inside the band. So that's why we cross. So we keep those knees nice and wide. 20 seconds left. As you start to get fatigued, you may start to see more rocking in your upper body. Remember, we've got kind of an athletic position. Want your upper body to be quiet, not moving around a lot, just staying on top of your hips. 2, 1, relax. Squat and press. Try to remember what side you started on last time and start on the opposite side this time. And here we go. Squatting down, pressing up. Could be with the band or with the weight. Yeah, because it takes 2 or 3 seconds to transition, you lose time on each side, so try to alternate if you can. And switch sides. Three seconds. 2, 1, rest. All right, SLDL is last. That'll put us at the halfway point. All right, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Hinging on whichever leg is on the floor. Sorry, I guess I should finish my sentences. 3 seconds on this side. And switch. As you tip down, you're thinking of keeping your chest away from the floor. And rest. All right, that's 2 rounds down, 2 to go. Back up to the top for a split squat. All right, here we go. Round 3. Three seconds left on this side. And switch. Upper body going straight up and down, like you're riding in an elevator, rather than lunging forward. We shouldn't be going forward and backward. Should just be going straight up and down. Rest. All right, the row is next. You're supporting yourself with your hips and the back of your legs here. So not your low back muscles. And here we go. Halfway there. Pulling those elbows up to the ceiling. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Lateral walks are next. 2, 1, and here we go, lateral walks. Halfway there. Two, one, rest. Squat to press is next. Three, two, one, and off we go. Heels should stay on the ground with the squat. Really pushing your hips back like you're sitting on the couch. 2, 1, switch sides. Three, two, one, and rest. SLDL is last, hip hinge. Three seconds, 2, 1, and here we go. Remember, it's not about how low your hands go. It's about how far your hips hinge. We're not reaching for the floor. We're just tilting at the hips. Trying to keep your chest away from the floor. And switch sides. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, that's round 3. One more time through. 5 minutes left in this workout. Back up to the top for a split squat. All right, in 2, 1, here we go. Really burning through here. Try to get 12 to 15 reps. Five seconds left. Switch. Try to keep that shin and your knee pressed out against the outside of the band, or against your outside arm. So we're not letting your knee cave into the middle. Keeping it outside, should be touching the outside of the band, not the inside. And rest. All right, bend over row is next. Getting into that wide stance. And here we go. Remember, don't let your shoulders hunch towards the floor here. Keep your chest big. Halfway there. Five seconds left. 2, 1, and rest. All right, lateral walk is next. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and here we go. The higher you bring the band, the more tension you'll get, the tougher it'll be. So you can make little adjustments as you go along here. Halfway there. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Squat to press is next. 2 minutes left, gang. In 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Switch sides. Think about using the squat to drive that press up through the ceiling. Two seconds. 1, relax. Last one for the day, SLDL. Stiff leg deadlift, for all of you who are wondering what SLDL means. Just means we're hinging at the hips and not really bending your knees much. All right, here we go. So you'll have a little bit of a bend in your knee, but you won't be bending during the movement. And switch sides. Last 20 seconds. Keeping that back toe turned down. Three seconds, 2, 1, and rest. All right, so one little piece of latex can be pretty useful. Get a lot done with a band. I tend to like, I don't know, they have different purposes, but the ones with the handles typically are bigger and kind of have to latch them to something in order to get stuff done. But with just a big round band like that, you can get quite a bit done. So I got to run today. So take a moment, catch your breath, give yourselves a pat on the back, and have an awesome weekend, guys. Ciao. See you.
Thanks, Brian.
You bet. See you, Don.